Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 13th, 2022 Supermoon, Full Moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, just a warning not to be scammed by anybody pretending to be me, contacting you, asking you for a donation, asking you for a reading. They are not me. They also pretend to be other readers. Please just keep yourself safe and do not be scammed. Now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of here. Aries, during this full moon, during the supermoon, angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Here we have the Ace of Cups. So it's interesting when we're told to be mindful of the Ace of Cups or any ace. This is a gift from God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. But what it means when we have the Ace of Cups as a warning is that our emotions are going to be really high during this time. We're going to feel things astoundingly intensely. The moon right now is conjunct the sun, right? So there is a power coming forward that is like, it's amplifying everything. But we also feel this kind of battle between what is expected of us and what we want to do, what is seen and what is hidden. So our emotions are running very high. It is a very intense time for us, and we're going to feel things quite powerfully. And that can make us more irritated. It can make us more sensitive. It depends on what we're more inclined to, our personality trait, how we're going to react to this heightened emotion and heightened sensitivity. It could make us feel just a bit more weepy, so just be aware of it. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is our chakra energy, and this is the third eye, this is the third chakra. And the third chakra is telling us to listen. It is telling us to listen, it is telling us to connect. It is telling us that we can achieve more if we just quiet down and center ourselves than if we let the chaos and the static come in. And that's going to be very important during this time, just to listen and connect, which can feel like a superpower because so many people are so busy talking and talking and talking. So let's look at what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, so let's take a moment to talk about this moon. So this moon is a supermoon. It is in Capricorn. And this is a time when we want to be useful and we want to be validated. We're going to be seeking out the approval of others and also the approval of ourselves. We can be holding ourselves to astoundingly exacting standards during this time, or taking somebody else's astoundingly exacting standards and saying, that's what I have to achieve. That's who I have to impress. And because we're going to be living for the approval of others, if we don't get out of our own way, it can make it a very stressful time, and it can make it a very hard time for us to be finding ourselves. Because instead of saying, what do I need for me? We're going to be looking at, what do I need to do for everybody else, or how do I need to connect with everybody else, and what is the approval that I want? And this can lead to resentment. So just be very aware of this. Now, water signs and earth signs are going to feel much more focused and driven during this time. So if you have water signs or earth signs within your chart, this part of your personality is going to feel much more focused, whereas the fire sign energy of Aries can feel much more out of sorts. So just be aware of this, that there's a part of you that can be coming forward if you do have earth sign or water sign energy within your chart that feels very at home during this full moon. If you don't have these signs within your chart, there can just be a sense of a little bit like going against the grain, like things aren't running as smoothly, as comfortably, as prosperously as you want them to, because again, there is that focus on outward approval. This is a time where we really need to look at how we approve of ourselves and what we want. Self-reflection is going to be huge. Now, we can also find that this can be a little bit obsessive during this time, where we're always looking at, how could I have done this better? How could I have done that better? What does this person think of me? How did I handle this situation 6 years ago? That type of thing. So just be very aware of this, that this moon makes us very reflective. It could be for very good reasons. We can be very reflective and say, wow, look how far I've come, or look how I've handled these situations, or look, what I have achieved. But it can also be very, very negative if we are in that headspace. So be aware of that. Discernment is going to be very important. We need to see whose approval we want, first of all, if we have the approval of ourselves, and be discerning of the energy that we let in. Because there's going to be this sentiment here during this time of, if I just do everything right, or if I get everybody's approval, then everything will be good. No, it's like, be picky. Be picky about how you want to move forward, about what it is that you need, about, the energies that you're letting into your life. You're going to be very, very sensitive to energy. So when you get this little voice in your head saying, you know what, no, not that person, or you know what, no, not that situation, or you know what, you should be doing XYZ instead of this, listen and be discerning, because you're going to find that it changes the game. It moves us to this place with the moon where it says you're very close to achieving your goals. And that's kind of why we're going to take on this hypercritical air. And, Capricorn can be fantastic, organizing, setting everything up, getting everything going and keeping everything on track. But what we're also going to find is that if we let that energy take over, then we're going to find that we're not creating, inventing, kind of building and seeing, which is a way that we like to grow, the way that we need to. Okay. So this energy during this time is very much going to help us achieve our goals if we don't let it get in our way, if we don't let ourselves become a little bit too obsessive with it. It moves us to, who do you need? What do you need to release? But I just saw this as, who do you need to release? And I paused because I thought, I don't remember that card, but I do see it as, who do you need to release? What person, what energy do you need to let go of? That you've been waiting for them to change. You've been waiting for the situation to change, and it's not. What do you need to release? Where do you need to be for you? What is it that you've been holding on to, giving them a second, third, fourth, fifth chance, and they don't deserve it? Now we have the full moon in Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius energy within your chart, this is coming through very powerfully here. And it says, show the world the real you. And that's going to be something we have a bit of a problem with, because showing the world the real us means a level of vulnerability, and we already feel just a little bit raw during this time. This isn't a bad full moon at all. It's actually a very beautiful full moon, but it amplifies everything. It's a supermoon. Everything is just kind of bubbling to the surface a bit more. Show the world the real you. Are you brave enough to do so? And that's not a challenge, because I do know as Aries, we love a good challenge. It's not a challenge. It's just saying, can you be who you are? Can you be proud of who you are? And can you let yourself walk in that energy? Because if the answer is no, I need to kind of hide away, or I don't want people to know this about me, and it's not something bad. If it is something that isn't healthy, of course, seek help. But if it's just like, this is me and this is what I want to do, but I don't want to be teased, it's time to be bravely you and stop caring what everybody else is doing. That's why this moon is making it that we care about everybody else's approval and everybody else's way of seeing things, because all of a sudden there's a moment during this moon where it's like if I'm living so hard to please you that I'm forgetting about me, what the heck? This is my life. Expect powerful change. Expect powerful change from this moon, because it puts a lot of things in perspective that just weren't before. Do we like change? Not really. But we do like change more than other signs do, Aries. We thrive off of the sense of, okay, things are changing, things are building, things are moving. How do I incorporate this into the way that I need to move forward? Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. Ooh. And spirit guides, angels. Okay. We have the Hangman reversed, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. I love the Pentacles. So Earth sign energy, very, very strong here. Of course, the moon is in Capricorn, so that amplifies it all. The Hangman reversed. We're not letting ourselves see things differently. We want to see things just as everybody else does. This can also be looking at things through other people's eyes and the way that they need it right now. But the question is, how do you need it? Where do you want your world to be? What is it that you desire? The Hangman is change, is seeing things differently. What change are we fighting? Because we are fighting, and quite powerfully, we are fighting a change. The Six of Pentacles, there needs to be a give and take. There needs to be a balancing here. So that's going to be very important. The balancing of prosperity, the balancing of expectations, the balancing of our wants versus other people's wants and needs. And it brings us to the Two of Pentacles, which is, again, balancing. We're going to want to give everything to everyone. We're going to want to juggle everything and say, oh, no, it's okay, I got this. Oh, no, it's okay, I got this. Again, who we're forgetting and what we're forgetting is ourselves. And that becomes very chaotic. That can become very overwhelming. So just be aware of this during this time. That because other people's opinions, other people's desires mean so much to us and are so intensely driving us that we can kind of feel out of balance. We're going to take on their emotions, their desires more if we're not aware of it, if we're not listening to ourselves, if we're not being guided by what we need, what we want, and where we stand. It moves us to the Ten of Pentacles, prosperity and success and abundance. We're coming full circle financially. Now, it might not feel that way. Of course, the world is crazy. But here with the Ten of Pentacles, there's a sense of, I realize what I want. I know what it is that I desire. There's a connection with a community. And it doesn't matter if this community is, people you know in real life, or that you're just connecting with them, through videos or online, or, however, or even through writing, however it is, there's some sort of connection being made. This is money, or what we value as much as money, coming very powerfully into our consciousness, into our circle of self, us understanding it. There's a sense of, I've completed what I need to do right here and right now. So there's a powerful lesson that has been learned, and something very authentic, very truthful, leading us forward in a way that we hadn't expected or we hadn't anticipated. There's some sort of clarity coming through that it's like, oh, okay, this is what I needed, this is what I wanted, and this is where I need to be. So there is something also about claiming your own space within yourself and claiming your own worth. So that's going to be very important. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the Two of Swords. There's an energy that's presenting itself that's so black and white. It's this way or it's that way. It's the paper or it's the print. And that's it. You're going to be surprised if you stop, again, with the expectations of others and you stand in the expectation of yourself. There's going to be a third road that opens up. There's going to be something here that's either something you do on the side, or a way excuse me, something that you do for fun, or a way that you incorporate your own ideas at work, where it starts to open up doors, it starts to open up opportunities, it starts to have you seeing things in a very different way, and it leads you then to the solar plexus chakra, which is personal power. There's an igniting, there's a power, there's an intention, there's a focus to you. And that's a big deal. Like, that is a honing of a skill. Like, all of a sudden I just see like a forge coming in. The listening is like the air that fuels the forge. And the personal power is stepping into this forge, stepping into this fire. and seeing that you're coming out stronger, and seeing that you really do have a very strong intention. Now, the subconscious Luna message is luck is on your side and pleasure. Luck is on your side as you're taking aim. What gives you pleasure within your life? What moves you forward in joy? Where do you feel comfortable? What do you love? What do you want? This moon is bringing up a lot of things, and it does so in a way that can make us feel very frustrated, because it does so in a way that wants to inflict order and control, order and control. But it's also saying here, where are things out of balance? What is the beauty? What is the harmony? What is the love within your life? How does that bring you forward? Where do you need to be? It brings you to your subconscious, tarot energy, and it's the Two of Cups. It's healing, beautiful love. It's a sense of, oh, this is what I needed. This is what I want. This is who I am. There's a sense here with the Two of Cups of a release and a greater understanding of ourselves, what we want, what we're looking for. Subconsciously, during this time, even though it feels like things become more serious, it's like, oh, but this is what I really wanted. And we start to see what we really wanted in the end, like what we really want, how we really want to move forward, how we've been, kind of tailoring ourselves for other people and not for us. It's like wearing clothes that were specifically made for somebody else, and we don't have that body type at all, and it doesn't fit. So just beware, just be mindful here. As moon is going to have us stepping into ourselves, because it's going to show us, it's going to shine a light on, where we just don't feel comfortable anymore. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. And may you have a blessed moon.